Frank Dimmerton.
Fact Fight is taped for a live studio audience.
Look like shit, Tom. I asked two things from you. Two. Be a competent cameraman. Off to a bad start. And iron my damn shirts. I have a look I'm going for. Welcome to Fact Fight.
Hi, I'm Allie. Hi, Frank Dimmerton. I like you, and I like your mustache, and I like your name. It's a great name. Thanks for having me. I'm gonna answer some questions. You're gonna ask them. Well, not you, Dean Bunny. I'm just gonna ask them. But you're gonna ask them for them. Hi, I'm Allie.
Yes. Hello. Frank, it should go without saying, of course, that we're only answering the questions that the Shadow has deemed tolerable. Anything else will be null and void. Should go without saying, but it never seems to with these mortals, does it? Yes. Do hurry up and get on with it. We've got so much better things to do.
Christopher Sang coming in with a question saying, on your elite mission, will we be seeing the darker side of Allie or the upbeat, bubbly side?
Okay, I'm gonna try to answer this the best way that I can. I'm always Allie, but sometimes people bring out other sides of me, and most of the time it's because they're doing something mean to me or nasty to me, and I'm just not gonna stand for that anymore. I'm not being pushed around anymore. My demons taught me that it's important to stand up for yourself. And it's not about being superior or being mean or being better than anyone. It's about standing your ground, and if I have to, yes, the darker side of Allie will come out. She will. She will.
Said Seagull asks, is there a chance the shards that were split could come back together and become whole again? Good question, Seth.
Seth, child. We know it's difficult for mortals to understand, but our existence does not mirror a human's. If your soul was to be split and fractured, you would surely go quite mad and perish almost immediately. Our soul, whether it's in one piece, 2, 3, or 7, we are still as a whole Rosemary, whether we're in multiple directions or in one spot. Our soul was split so that we could cover more ground, as the Shadow knew that the Earth realm and its multiple timelines takes a great deal of exploring, far more than one of us could manage. This is why we split. We can only assume that some point down the road, the Shadow will give the order to reassemble as a collective, and then yes, we will return as one, but that doesn't mean we won't shatter again down the road. It's all a matter of necessity.
Raquel Weber asked, how awesome is it for you to be back in the room? And how's that sweet little ginger kitty Hermione?
No, thanks for asking. Hi, Frank. Also, and hi. I mean, I've only been back in the ring once. It's just one match, like baby steps and everything like that. It's pretty sweet, right? I think we can keep doing it. What do you guys think? Like, you know, every once in a while, like I'm, you know, not full time anymore. Like I do have other prospects on the horizon. Not really, but I might, and Mighty's good. Yeah, no, she's really good. She's so sweet, and thanks for asking.
Christopher Saint, he asks, in your role as a multiverse police department officer, you have to deal with many of the demon avatars. Which of them is your favorite to deal with, as an officer and as a professional wrestler? Wow, Frank, you're so good at your job, man. You reiterated that question so well. Oh man, wow, I'm totally forgetting what I remember what the question was. Out of all my dealings with all the shards of Rosemary, what I guess that's what we can call them as a whole. I'm getting off topic. Man, the one they call Sloth, she kind of stepped in for me. She helped me, so I mean, it would kind of be me not to say her. So I'm gonna go with Sloth. She's probably the coolest. Frank, you're awesome, man.
Oh yeah, I see how it is.
You kind of tried to kill me. Drake Sledge the Fourth asks, why aren't you more heavily featured on the show?
That is a very interesting question. Why Hawa is not featured on the show more? The only thing I can think of is that perhaps it would overload the damn damn YouTube. It'd probably crash it. There'd be so many views. That's one of the reasons why, other than being a master of disguise and a super secret agent, that we can't do the Master of the Mickeyverse spin-off show. I would assume maybe that's why I'm not on there. I don't know. Maybe I am on there more than a damn care about. I'm paid off the editor. Maybe not put me on there. I don't know. That could be it.
Galaxy Enigmatic Art Girl asks, how's the Slayer's pet?
What Slayer pet?
Tom Servo coming with a hard shot question of, when one multiverse doppelganger dies, does it have any effect on the others?
If one member of the multiverse dies, does it affect the other? I presume you mean the other doppelganger. I certainly hope not. I mean, well, if we think about it, Impact Alleyverse died, and I'm still alive.
Oh. Do try not to die like she did, yes?
I don't know a whole lot about the shadow, so I feel like I can't really talk about what happens to when one shadow dies and then another, I don't know. But I will tell you this, Dark Alley died. She got some knives in her throat. It was a whole big thing. And I'm still alive, so I guess if one of them dies, I'm still here, so I don't think when one dies, the rest of us die. It's not like that. I feel like we would have to be linked magically or something like that. And I feel like to do that, you would need a witch or be some kind of like seance or something, and that doesn't happen. So, no, if one of us dies, oh gosh, am I just gonna, no, I'm not gonna just die, am I? Demon, am I just gonna die?
No, Bunny. That's not how it works.
So I'm gonna say no, but I have a weird feeling that what I do or what one of my other doppelgangers do will reflect the rest of us. So that's something to think about for sure. Yeah.
Roderick Edmund Brown asks, this is for the Multiverse Police Department, how did you guys get your job?
I don't like thinking about it, but might as well tell the story and let everyone in on a little bit about my life. Former life. Well, I was attending a dinner party at my ex-wife's Christmas party, and a group of international terrorists took over the building, a skyscraper actually, and put it on lockdown. And I saved the day. There's a lot of things that I did barefoot, and they took note. The Multiverse Police Department took note, and they swore me in the very next day. They said I was just a top recruited person, and that's how that happened.
Well, Francis and Roderick, that's an interesting question. Well, there was the damn, nobody could pass it. I am the only one from the academy to pass it, the Tubayashi Kamu. I can't really say. I mean, some people say I cheated, but I was commended for original thinking, and that I'm the only one to solve that. And then after that, I was beamed down onto a planet to get the Genesis machine, and that damn con sent some people down there, and we had screamed and all that, and he was like, "You're gonna be buried alive." And then that was okay. And the rear Russian guy was there too with us, and then my ex-girlfriend and my kid. And then we did something, and we used some trickery, and it got beamed back, and it blew everybody up. And then after that, I was on the MVPD. It was very exciting.
Mockingjay asks, what makes you act human? Why do you show non-alien mannerisms? I mean, flipping someone off isn't common with your purple avatar.
Ew. Please, for the love of all that is the shadow, do not tell us we act like a human. That being said, of all our sister avatars, we really are the only one that has put any effort into understanding these creatures. I mean, after all, you have Envy and Sloth, who prefer to attach themselves to a little bunny chimera or whatever she is, and make themselves weak in the process, quite frankly. But look at us. We've assembled an army instead. We've appealed to these mortals' less appealing nature. And, well, they've flocked to our side, haven't they? Who do the rest of them have? Nothing. We have a little army. Paradise Lost. Try to tell us we're not the most successful avatar, so if acting human or understanding human mannerisms makes us more efficient at our job, so be it.
From John Covington. This question is for any of Rosemary's avatars to answer. Are you still banned from the Hardy compound?
Well, Jonathan, that's actually difficult to answer, as it wasn't our avatar that was banned from the Hardy compound in the first place, and it's certainly not any of the currently active battle suits. Being that was the avatar that was designated with the K, she hasn't been seen in some time. We're not certain if it extended to the rest of the shards as well, or if it was isolated to that one. But needless to say, we haven't felt the need to test it.
Mockingjay asks, have you ever thought of taking a job as a PI? You certainly look the part. I tend to agree.
Oh yeah, what's that supposed to mean? Like a PI, like a detective, like a cop, like the T-1000? Like I'm a robot? You're saying I'm a robot? Get over it, I'm not a robot. I already said I'm not a robot already. No, I never thought about it.
Altigeek, it's not even a question. It says, might as well pass it on. I hope training for your elite mission is going well. You suck at asking questions, Altigeek.
My solo mission is going very well, I think. It feels like it's going well. I have this problem where things sort of sneak up on me, and I'm trying really hard to be proactive and be on top of everything, and I feel like I'm on top of everything. I feel like everything's going well, I think.
Andrew, when are you gonna take the job of finding Cherry Bomb seriously? When you let Mickey do all the work, the little bookworm, and then you go out, have a couple beers, and go to a trampoline park. It's a fair question.
That was like 6 months ago. Come on, I've done more since then. I haven't just drank and gone to trampoline parks every day. Like, I'm doing work. Yeah, Mickey's a little bit more seasoned, and you can tell he's very grizzled. I'm not grizzled. Look at me, I'm happy. It shows on Mickey. It shows that the work he's done. You see it in his eyes. Me, I'm young, I'm a stud. Doesn't look like I worked a day in my life, but hey, that doesn't mean I'm not working. Christopher Saint asking, Mickey, you're a master of disguise. What's your favorite disguise to wear?
Well, if I told you, then you would know it was me and it wouldn't be a disguise. So I will have to not divulge that information. That's a big word. You didn't know I knew that, did you, Frankie?
Galaxy Enigmatic Art Girl, that's not Jeff, asks, why don't you like it when Rush gets tattoos? They look really amazing in you.
Oh, come now. Surely you could understand that whether the result looks wonderful or atrocious, there's a matter of consent to be acknowledged here. Rush knows that something that happens to one avatar's meat suit happens to the other. So yes, every time she gets a little whimsical brand on her, we bear it as well. Would she like it if we did the same to her? Perhaps we should find out.
Michael Stevens asks, what is being done with Cherry Bomb?
Now, what on earth? Why do you people think that we know anything about what is going on with Cherry Bomb? And the last time we saw her, she attacked us in Los Angeles. And, well, we disposed of her, of course, but we haven't seen her since, honestly. Why did you think we were going to be around her any more than we had to? What a horrible Quiet! What a horrible, distasteful little human.
This question is for Allie, coming from WTF Culture AEW. And they ask, any chance for us to see Cherry Bomb in AEW?
I don't know. You would have to ask her that, wherever she is.
Infinite Music coming in with another hard question. Are you and your demons different people? Or are they all inside of you with different facial features every time?
I don't know what that means. Like, different facial features, like angry and sad demon. No, for real though, I don't know what that means. I only have 1/7 of Rosemary's soul still inside, possessing me. It used to be Oliver, but then not Oliver. Her name's not Oliver, it's Rosemary. It used to be all of her soul, but then she had to be in like multiple places at once. She's real busy and had like so many missions from the shadow. So she like split her soul into 7, and then a wrath stayed with me because lucky me. I get the angriest one, and I don't know, I guess we bonded. It's cool, as long as she just, doesn't try to kill anyone that doesn't need killed. Yeah, we good, but the others are in clones? I thought we covered this.
Chris Leonardo asked, both Drew and Mickey, who exactly is the chief of the MVPD? They seem to have quite a lot of power.
Well, that's a question that even insider Francisco Demetrius would not expose to the masses. I can't tell you who it is. Of course, they have a lot of power, but the multiverse is a big place. Let's be honest, kind of a big place. Many, realms and dimensions and all that kind of business. So I don't know that that's a question I'm comfortable answering. Next question. No comment.
Whole shot 45498 asks, Rosemary, will you ever get personal revenge on Su Yong?
Well, this is yet again another tricky question, isn't it? Because we ourselves have no quarrel with the undead bride. That is Envy's problem right now. And our poor green-eyed sister is a touch volatile since the corpse destroyed her version of the bunny. Not exactly one to be reasoned with. Will she ever get revenge on Su Yong? We don't know. What is her revenge? Does she want to kill an undead bride? Why? To what end? She's merely a pawn in Farther's army.
Big ol' nerd, the Demon Friends asks, are you a gamer? If yes, what video games do you play?
My gamer, I love games. So, like if you're talking about like old school, like I totally used to play like King's Quest and Space Quest on like PC, but that might be too old for some of you. Maybe not. Maybe some of you remember, maybe some of you are a little getting up there like me. But yeah, no, I love like all like the Tomb Raider games and like Metal Gear and Final Fantasy. For the Final 7 remake. Give me a shout out. Isn't that what people say? Like, give me a shout out. Frankie, give me a shout out. Frankie! No?
Continue rolling. Ooh. Gregory Plimpton asks, Allie, did you pick your new sidekicks because you thought they were going to be useful? Or is it based on cuteness?
Well, to be honest with you, I feel like my sidekicks picked me more than I picked them. I was looking for a new friend. And they sort of just decided that they both were gonna be my new friends. And so I kind of feel like they picked me. But they are super smart and they're learning how to do all kinds of things, and hopefully they'll be ready to help me on my mission soon. I think they will be.
Jay-Z asks, have you ever crashed a McDonald's bathroom? Just for fun. I know Frank's had some times.
What's a McDonald's?
Jay-Z asks, who would win an arm wrestling contest? You? Or Rosemary?
Well, if you look at these pythons right here, I think you know the answer to that question. Which one are you talking about? You talking about Sugar? Are we talking about old crazy ass down here in this corner? Or are we talking about the damn the slug or sloth or whatever the hell? Or are we talking about, there's about 18 of them damn demons. I ain't gonna name them all. But I think we know, because I know this thing, right? I turn my hat around, it's kind of like a switch, and I do this little thing right here. Some people say it's cheating, it's not. It's called over the top, Dad, over the top. My son will be over here saying over the top, Dad. I said, I got you. Oh, yeah, I got you. Right now, I'm checking. Right now, come on, demon. Come on, right, just hook up. Hook up, yeah, come on. Ooh!
Santiago Trujillo says, what happened to the Decay Avatar? He's getting all the scoops here.
She got lost. And no, we don't know where she is. After the death of her brothers, she went quite mad, you see. That's why Envy was sent in to take over operations in the Impact realm. We've been looking for her for quite some time.
Speed round, anyone can answer these following questions. Mr. C.H. Funk asks, what happened to the She-Skunk and Cousin Rebel? They might know what happened to Cherry Bomb. Everyone needs to know these things. And have they been given hush money or something?
Oh, yeah. Miss I'm Not an Android. Where is that old damn Cousin Rebel at? Huh?
Hush money. Why would you think that anyone would be getting hush money or bribed or blackmailed or under strict instructions not to say anything about Cherry Bomb? That's absurd. No, they probably don't know anything. Nobody really knows anything. She just kind of disappeared off the face of the earth, and like, Cousin Rebel's good. I just talked to Cousin Rebel. She's fantastic. I hope to bring her back on the show again, because you guys were getting such a poor reception about Sienna or Alice King or whichever doppelganger. I haven't seen her in a while. Actually, now that I mention it. You guys hear Christmas carols?
Michael Stevens has a question for yours truly. The demigod Frank Dimmerton. He says, who in the multiverse has the hardest punch?
I think I punch the hardest, especially when I'm super mad. If you're mean to my demon, if you're mean to my sidekicks, if you're mean to Braxton, if you're mean to any animals, if you take away my coffee, if you take away my candy, if you're a mean person, all of those things I will punch super hard. I will.
Excuse me, sir, do you have a registration for that pistol?
How damn dumb do you have to be? Of course it's Frankie D, Dimmy D. I have the hardest right hand in all multiverse. TJ Albritton asks, will Frank ever get his own t-shirt design? And will it be available for purchase at demonxbunny.com? #Dimmerton for life. You people want Frank Dimmerton merch? Well, hopefully we can find someone that's good at t-shirts and a little bit more confident than Kyle is at filming. Allison Burton asks, will we ever see Bunny and the Demon reunited in the same organization?
Well, Allison, technically Demon X Bunny is an organization. And apparently our shard is not to your preference, but that's neither here nor there, for we are still united with the bunny on this front. But if you're speaking of a more battle-tested front, that's difficult to say. There are, as we've said, an infinite number of possible timeline futures. Surely in at least one of them, one of our sister shards will find a bunny to go to battle side by side with once again.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the future holds. I know that there's a special place in my heart for my demon, that we still have Masters of the Multiverse together, we still have Demon Bunny together, so that'll always be that. That'll always be there. Will we be working in the same organization together? I don't know. I don't know what the future